One I still have down here, and another one I have up on the hill that I gave to somebody.
Is that mine?
That's yours, yeah.
Which
Now,
side?
I don't know the number off the
There you
top.
go.
No, I don't know the number. I'm not lying to you. I
Hold on. You don't have to, I hear you.
yeah, but I hear the
Listen,
tone of voice
hold
and I
on.
don't like it.
No, you're gonna do this calmly.
I am
Let me
gonna
get
do
into
it calmly. That's why I asked you to come
I'm
here.
not raising my voice. First of all,
You just accused me of lying to you.
Roy, you said you burned it.
I thought I burnt it. Let me explain.
Can I just tell you our day? We jump, we have.
I know how many you have on the premises
It's not just
here.
this here, we have several other businesses as well. And you're
No,
high,
I
I can
know-
see. Wait. Now you calm
ahead.
down just a little bit.
I'm
okay?
not raising my voice and I'm
All right.
not angry.
All right,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that go on for us, okay?
I'm sure.
Your camper
I'm busy.
is pretty,
I-
not high on the priority list as far as like all the stuff that we got. But wait, let me just finish before you get mad at me, all right?
All right.
The office tells us that the camper hasn't paid. We take the campers out. There's a row of campers. We don't know that
I don't
camper
know your
is your
camper from-
You know what?
from
She
the other
says a name.
200 that I
don't
keep
know
track
your
of
name
around
from
here.
any other name. I know
haven't
that you're
seen you in
Sullivan
3
clan.
years.
Okay.
Been 3 years since I've laid eyes on you.
You're ganging up on me.
Wait.
I'm not
You're
ganging up.
ganging
You're
up
not
on
ganging up.
Let me just say one other thing. My brother gets loud. It doesn't mean that he's mad. Okay. But let me go on from there. all
Mostly,
right?
I'm apologetic. I'm sorry
He feels
this happened.
terrible. We're sitting here
don't-
like-
I
One
never
person
did
speaking
this.
at a time.
The last
You're
thing we want
cross-talking him.
is to go through all this. Believe me. So go on.
I lost you. You were talking, he's talking.
Well,
Maybe one be the spokesman, so unless you're gonna.
No, we can both talk.
Okay.
We're partners.
Okay.
But mostly, I'm apologetic. I wish this never would have happened.
Yeah,
but I will
I'm
say
sure.
we both made a mistake.
Yeah.
All right. The contract that we give to all of the campers is that you pay by May 31st.
All right.
Now, we can't possibly keep track of all these 200 people if they all decide on their own when they're going
not
to come in
200
and pay.
people,
Well,
it's
you have a-
250
hold on.
campers.
Right. So,
Okay,
this
hold
is
on.
this is
You
not
said
just
a
my
lot.
fault.
You didn't give me a chance to respond. Now, I told you that your worker had called. What was her name? Erin. Erin? Just this past weekend. All right? So your argument about you can't keep track. It is kept track. Your worker kept track. She found the contract.
Could you
hold
respond,
on.
please?
Hold on. You want to respond, but you're not giving me my time. So I'm saying the contract, they said, will be up on the Columbus Day weekend. Whether she informs you, you will have to take it up with your employee. There has been contact. There has been checks of going back. Once a deposit is saying, but more or less I'm saying, you didn't contact me. Before you made your judgment of your actions, of what you were gonna do, you had my number in order to inform
Well,
me.
I'm here to tell you that we have called.
Yeah.
Can I say
To
something?
be honest, let me just say
You're
something.
I'm
I run
saying.
the office?
So-
my thought
Patty
on
runs
this,
the office.
rather than going through this, who did
Yeah,
what?
who- back and forth.
Because really,
It really
you know
doesn't
what?
mean
At this
nothing.
point,
At
you're
this
going to go
point,
your
it's
way, and we're going to stay here
Right.
doing our thing.
I'm sure you are.
So what'll make this right? And let's just get to
Let's
the chase.
cut to the chase.
You
Cut
know,
to the
and-
chase.
and not- and
Basically,
not go
I just
through
wanted to
a lot
explain
of
to you,
beating
I don't
I
want
know
to be
your actions.
accused of lying. I don't want you to think that I stole your camper. I don't want you to think that I sold it and made profit. And when I tell you yesterday that I burnt it, I burnt 2 campers last year.
And you didn't know
Because-
which one.
We
And I
don't know
wasn't
which
sure
one's
which one. I thought that it was yours. I ran down to the lot that
Roy,
I keep
if I
the
can
2
say
junk.
that.
Now I'm
Then we
talking.
didn't really know
I
what
ran.
went on.
I ran down to the lot where I keep there's old campers that I park, and it wasn't one of them. I assumed I burnt it. I had forgotten because, as you might imagine, I have a lot on my mind here too, and I don't keep track. I don't know which camper was yours at this
You know,
point.
as
You
far
were
as
the
the
furthest thing
office,
from
yeah,
my
there was a
mind.
screw up.
You
But-
walk
but
in out of the
again-
blue. I had
again,
no idea you were coming.
let's not-
So
you
after
didn't
you
have
left,
that.
then we got investigating, and I realized that it wasn't burnt. It was one that I gave to somebody. That I can get it back for you, but it's not the same. I understand that. I didn't sell it. I can go up and I
Well,
can
that's
take it out of
exactly
there
right.
right
Do
now.
you want the camper back, or what do you want? You know, what do you want to do? I'm sure you've sat.
Well,
and
you know
thought
what?
about
I
it
have
and
to
talked
weigh
about it.
something would happen over here. All right, you're saying you're very busy. You say you can't keep track of it. Well, shame on you. Hold on. That's a business practice that's going to have to change on your part. I'm not going to tell you how to run it. But what happened over here was a man's property was taken. You say it wasn't maliciously done. It was a neglectful mistake.
Can I point
But,
out
hold
something?
on,
Wait a
hold on.
minute. No. Well, I gotta address that. You had a deposit
Yeah,
and no
I'm just saying.
payment, and
But
as
it's
of
all in
you're
the
four and a
trailer
half,
wasn't
you're 4.5
there.
months delinquent as well. So
But the trailer wasn't there.
maybe you have
I'll
to
tell you
take
what-
care of your finances as
Yeah,
well.
so it wasn't
If
just
you're
my
going to
mistake.
punish me,
It wasn't just
maybe
my
you
mistake.
should
And I called-
handle your finances better.
I'm saying, that's what I was here to do.
Okay, well, but it's 4.5 months later.
When I left,
To the contract.
When I
So-
left-
So, there's a little
it was
bit
up
on
at the
both.
Weldon, because you were gonna expand
Rather
it
than
back.
sitting here
And you said, I'm gonna bring it
and
back.
punishing us.
But that didn't. But I'm just saying, a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened over here. But when it's interpreted.
A lot of things happened.
But when it's interpreted,
All right, you said something, let me respond. I
Okay.
said it was up, if I don't recall the conversation,
What,
it was
yesterday?
never up at the Weldon. No, I don't recall the conversation that I told you it was the Weldon House. Now, I put several campers at the Weldon House. Now, I haven't seen you in so long, and I'm sorry that I didn't remember you, but I thought that a couple of the campers I have up there, I thought one of them was your camper that I had up there.
Let me talk.
I had, again, a case of, I couldn't
I wanna
place
talk
what
for a minute,
camper
right?
belonged to what person.
Right, I want to talk for a minute
Morgan.
because I've sat here and I haven't said
Can you go
anything.
in the van and grab your money?
We charge $1,700 a year for the site.
Connor, you do it.
You are obligated to pay by May 31st. It's not so much your $1,700 that makes this whole thing work. It's the campers who pay $1,700 to be here, and then they come up and they spend money in the bar, they go up to the pool bar, there's activity, there's stuff going on. We don't want to store somebody's camper for a year for $1,700.
Okay.
I'm
And the
not-
site got decrepit.
Can you please let me speak? I sat here and not said word. I'm going to speak and finish what I'm saying.
So go ahead.
So we're not going to store people's campers for $1,700 a year because we lose money. If you're just going to store a camper for $1,700 a year, never come up, never spend money in the town and the county, and it's really not, that's not what we
the
are.
business
We're
we're in,
not
but that's
camper
beside the
storage.
point. That's really
you know
beside
what
the
that
point.
would have been?
And you've never,
Take your camper and leave.
you've never called
That's what it would have
during-
been.
But I haven't seen you in 3
after
years.
they
No.
shut it down.
Hold
do.
on.
That's what
Then
you're
why don't you
supposed to
call
do.
me
You
up?
call.
Just
Well,
like,
it's like an eviction. You call. You just don't remove
I
the
didn't
camper.
personally
All right.
make the call,
We're
but I
back
did.
to-
all right,
We're
we're
back
bouncing
to-
off
we're back
here.
to-
We're bouncing.
we're back to-
We can go tit for
he's
tat.
wrong, she's
My
wrong.
argument
The bottom
versus your
line is, I
argument.
made the
What are you
mistake,
gonna-
I gave your camper away, but you made the mistake that you didn't show up on
Right.
time to make
Right,
arrangements.
so-
So-
Wait, no,
so what do you want?
not even that, not even that. We
Roy,
did
you know
come
what?
in May, and put a deposit because the camper wasn't here. And then we all agreed to say, okay, when you put the camper back, we'll come back and we'll give you the rest of the deposit.
No, you left a
That's not
deposit
what happened.
last
You left a
October.
deposit
No,
last
no,
October.
no,
You weren't
no.
here in May.
Last October.
It was last October. You were
We
not
came up,
here in May.
we
Put a
came up
deposit
when
down.
we left the.
It was last October.
Yeah, that's
then
what
we're
you're
gonna
supposed to
put
do. At the end of the season,
And then you
leave
pay
the
by May
deposit.
31st.
Now, Dennis doesn't pay me till October either. But Dennis
that
touches base 2-3 times a year, and I know that he's active and around, and I'm not worried about it. But you can't just
All right.
disappear and,
All right, no,
and expect it.
And you can't just move a camper. It's like an
no, wait a
eviction.
minute.
You can't
Well,
just
there
evict
is-
a camper.
There is.
Oh, yes, we can evict.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Anytime.
But you're supposed
yeah.
to call the owner, though.
Hold on.
You're supposed to call
Well,
the
I did
owner
call
before
the
you
owner.
did that.
No, I get no response.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
I'm
You
not,
didn't
I'm
call
not
the
here to
owner.
do that. I'm not shirking
There's-
responsibility.
There's in the process when you do it.
And I'm
an
finding
eviction.
out what that is. This has never happened before here.
There's a process.
Believe me, if I knew you were
And
coming
the
back, the
campsite-
last thing
one
I
of-
wanted
one
was
of
this.
Campsite, there is no
The
process.
last-
Yes,
We
there
can
is.
move the camper right out
When
anytime
you
we want.
deal with property, that's okay if it's accountable. If it's moved for a purpose.
Well, we'll find out what the bottom line is out of curiosity. But in the meantime, what is it that what are we
You know,
going
I
to do?
mean, if you want to pursue this further than that, then
No.
you should
Hey,
go and pursue
I'm not
it further.
gonna,
If you want to
bust
sit
it.
here and
Well,
work out
again,
something.
I don't want to
Again,
if you want to work something out.
and hang
My primary concern is I'll argue all day
Yeah, same
if you
here.
think that I did this on purpose to screw you, because I didn't. That's
Right.
stupid. Why
So
would
there
I
it
do
is.
that?
I know. I
Now-
know you're a
So
businessman.
Now let's just get to the
if we
nitty-gritty.
get through this, what is it that would make this,
Go away.
well,
Yes.
Go away.
let's start with that. There's nothing that's going to happen here that's going to make us all happy. This is a bad situation.
Yeah.
I can promise you that I can do what I can, but I can only
How
go
do you
so
wanna
far.
make me happy?
I don't know. I got to hear what you want.
You must have sat and thought about this, so tell us
I
what you
didn't
want.
know what the, legally, do I do it, gentlemen? Because he said, you know what? I'm going to call you at home and we'll make good on
Well,
it.
you got to start by
Yeah.
telling me what you want. And now, if I can meet that, I will. If I can't, then you got to pursue it legally, that's all I can tell you.
I don't,
When we took the camper out, the floor had to be replaced. The guy that took it, we got.
You know where the camper is, you know damn well where it is, and those people can tell you, I didn't make not one penny, this guy has no money, I gave him this camper.
see, that's,
Now, you can say that this thing was in perfect condition, but the
Yeah,
fact
be a
was,
realist.
the
You might have
pipes
had a
were
new
broken,
mattress in there, that's
and the
fine.
floor was rotted
I'll
out,
go
and
with that.
the slide
But
out
the
was,
deck
there
was shot
there was
and the floor
extensive
was rotted
repairs
out
that
in
this
there,
guy did
you
to
know.
it. I can get it back
There
because I
was
gave
water
it to him.
damage
Yeah, he's
'cause it
under
was
no
leaking.
obligation, I'd
And-
give him another camper. That's not it, but I'm telling you, I didn't take a $30,000 camper and sell it for profit. I took a dilapidated camper where I didn't see the owner for 3 years,
And
where I had
assume
no
that-
record
you know
until
how many
yesterday
people
of
just
payment.
when a camper gets beyond repair,
pay.
they just
You
leave it
pay the
here so
deposit.
that we have
No,
to
but
pay.
ours
this
wasn't
year,
like that. I wasn't told it like
Well,
that.
This
happens.
Ours was good.
a screw up.
Ours was a good
Let me
camper.
just tell you another thing.
But
This
it
year,
wasn't just my screw up.
There was 60
I mean,
campers
I can't keep
that
track
weren't
of
paid for.
200
that we were
campers
dealing
if
with,
they all
60
decide
all in
when
all.
they're gonna pay on their own.
And so
It's not
with
possible.
our office, we said, listen, we have to start clamping down on this because 60 people that haven't paid, some of them over 2 years, okay? We needed to get resolved. We needed to get
And
current.
my building burnt down 3 years ago. I can't possibly
We
make
can't-
these payments on this new building
It's
without
not like it was years
cooperating,
ago
you know?
for us where we can float that. We have an overhead. This is a $2 million building we're paying off. And we're trying to stay current ourselves. Okay, so when 60 people haven't been paid and just we're having a hard time of it, we say to the office, you guys got to figure this out. You got to get everyone current on our
What did the woman
campsites.
tell you from going down there? She tells me that
I
she
shouldn't
drinks in the
have to
bar all the
pay.
time, she shouldn't have to pay. How do I run a
I
business like
spend my
that, you
money
know?
at your place.
And this
I
is not
shouldn't
your
have to pay on
problem,
my
I'm
camper
not
here.
But
saying
these are
that's
the
your
things,
problem.
and the 60 campers that we had dealt with, you guys were part of that, okay?
deal
Business,
with.
yes.
But I just, again, I don't expect you to be pleased with me. This was ultimately,
No, we're sitting
I never
talking
should have
this
done
morning,
that.
like this is terrible.
But I didn't do this on purpose. I didn't do this out of greed. I wasn't trying to put one over on you. I wasn't trying to lie to you or take advantage of you.
Well, it seemed-
I'm just,
seemed weird, when.
Well, when you
Well, I
came, we
can't
were like,
remember
I know,
what
so
your
I
camper
said-
even
what the
looked
hell
like.
is it with
I
that
don't-
campsite?
And then, when you said, burned.
I
Well, we
burned two
do.
campers last year.
So-
We do.
And then I
One of
found
them
out
was I don't know, relation to you, or Sullivan's camper up there.
We know it by O'Sullivan because of
I know them a long time.
the horse ranch in Glenbrook, and that's how I've known the group of you, you know.
You say you burned it?
It was mushrooms.
We dismantle them
The
with the
entire
machine,
floor, and again, I
the
haven't
wood
seen them in
gets
3
burnt
years.
and the
was
metal
mushrooms.
gets scrapped.
I mean, we can't store 50 abandoned campers because we don't have the property for it. You know, you can't just store these
I can
things.
take you right now and show you 5 campers that they fully intend to just leave that thing here for us to
And it
What
costs us
generally
more than
happens
scrape
when a camper
away.
gets to a certain age and condition, people,
It's not worth
I won't see them, they won't
taking it away.
pay. By the time I realize it, a year has gone by.
we
The next
lost
year
that
comes, now they owe me $3,000, not $1,500. And now the camper is worthless or worth
They
a
start to
couple
leak,
hundred bucks.
they just-
And I never see them again. They
they're-
just
they're
never
no
show up
good
again.
again.
And
It's a
that's been
garbage, it's
happening to me
disposable.
over and over again. And that's my problem. And that happens when I just let
Now,
people
we have
decide
to
when they
pay
pay, you know?
to dismantle this thing and get rid of it. And, you know, yeah, you scrap the metal, but you don't make the money
No,
it
there's
costs you
50
to
bucks worth of
demolish the
metal
thing.
there,
Clean-
but meanwhile,
you know,
I have to take
the
it apart
garbage that
and,
has
you
to
know.
come out of it and get toted away with a container, you know.
All right. We say 10 grand. Walk away right today.
It's not even gonna
You
happen.
gotta take us to court.
Not even gonna
We don't-
happen.
we don't
There's
even-
no-
we don't have time to give you.
that was a
Okay.
$3,000 camper. That's what that was. And
Well,
I
right,
said,
camper-
And if you want the
Campers
camper
don't
back,
even
we'll give you
that.
the camper back.
Look, you know, it's your camper. You can
That's-
just have it
yeah, I
out.
give you the camper
Right,
back, but
right.
10 grand,
If you want
come
the
on, you
camper,
kidding
that's
me?
no problem. And they've fixed it up actually, so you're getting it better than
No,
it
we don't-
was.
we don't have
You need
10
a new
grand.
mattress, we'll pay for the mattress.
At that point, I gotta say, I'm very sorry on a personal level, but do what you gotta do, because I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not even in a position to do that. I don't even have that
No, we
much, to be
definitely would
honest
have to
with
go to court for that because that
Yeah.
can't happen in any,
Take the
in any
camper
stretch of
back.
imagination.
That's what you have to
Wait,
do.
it's in somebody else's
Doesn't
possession.
make a
I'll take
difference.
it. I gave it to him. It's a friend of mine. He has nothing. I'll give him a
We
different
can
camper
have
I
it
got.
tomorrow. Have it all ready tomorrow
Right.
for you.
Well, what were you thinking? to make this go away?
Well,
Tell me.
I really
You had a
don't
number,
know.
you just said that
You
to
know
me.
what?
We came up with one.
You know what?
What was your
If I
number?
had an extra 10 grand around, I'd probably give it to you because I feel awful about this. But that's not going to happen.
Okay, so what you,
Nothing, it's not even close, so I'm not even going to insult
We
you.
would insult you, you'd be pissed off and
camper's
tell
right
us
here.
off.
It's not like
Take
you're
the
gonna
I will
take
give you your
That would be
camper
good.
back. That's what I'll do for you.
Camper
That's all I can do for you.
And then take us to court.
Right.
Right, and
And take us to court for the rest of
That way.
it, because the camper is here, you got it. Tomorrow, have the camper all ready, parked somewhere.
no, the next step is, how am I gonna go up to another man over there?
You don't have to, I'll do
you don't
it.
have
We're
to.
taking care
And
of that.
then, take it off the
You
premises?
don't have to. I will do it.
Make a complaint. That's it.
What's that?
This is, not the, you had no number. You want me to take back
I'm not going
something
to give
that's
you a number. You
had...
know what? Here's how it'll be. I will provide your camper. I'll have it
No.
parked here for you to take. And we are going to chalk it off to my loss is that I'll give this other guy another camper. And your loss for not being current on your rent is, and that's all I'm going to do for you. That's it. And I'm sorry. And I'm going to apologize. I'm very sorry.
Anything
Camper's
other
there.
than that, you'll have to pursue some other way. I
See,
mean,
but
if it's a
even if
mattress that needs
someone is
replacing,
not
that's one thing.
current, you notify the person before you take it upon
There is a set of
yourself.
rules. I don't know what they are, but I will
This
find out.
happened,
And I have tried to
that's
notify
the
you.
case. Trying to get to the bottom of that, I don't think
Nobody
sitting
tried
here
to
like we
notify
are.
us.
Okay,
The
well,
only thing
you
that
know
you
what?
had
We
mentioned
can
that
go
you
on
moved
and
it
on
to
like that.
Walden.
The girl, she had no problem calling me.
And also, when
Well,
you're
the
not-
last girl,
but
well, I
somehow
had
you
instructed her
do.
to call several other times, and she said there was no response.
Not to
And
me.
you know what, we didn't say call you, we said go through
I
the
get
list
a
and
whole
make
list
sure
of them.
that
I believe
you
it.
start
And
working
also,
on the
when you're
people with the
going to be 4.5
campsite.
months behind on payment, you also do a courtesy call and say, hey.
One phone call, yeah.
You know, if you say
I
call
mean, I
you,
know I
it's
owe
like
you.
we specifically said to call you.
I said,
Oh,
to
I
me,
don't
there's
even-
no
I'm
harm,
sure
no
that-
foul, your
You know what?
camper's here, it's in
If I give you your camper back, I don't know what more you want from me, to be honest with you.
I mean, your camper is coming back to
Your
better
camper is
condition than it
fixed,
was.
all the water working,
So,
everything worked.
no.
It wasn't just that, there was other issues with it too. I gave him parts off of those other junk campers to fix furnace, hot water heaters, whatever it was, I don't remember, but there was other issues. Everything works now. I give you your camper back, what more can I possibly do? You want money from me for the mistake? No.
Hey, because I don't want the thing that you've allowed to go to somebody else. Now, what do I want to take back my property that's already been decided belonging to somebody else?
Well,
somebody else is in my thing.
Here's what I'm saying. You want to take advantage of my mistake and make 10 grand? No. You get your camper back and that's about it.
Right.
Right, that's
It's been
exactly
decided.
right.
I'm going to call the troopers right now.
Go ahead and do that.
The number is 622.
No, I'm not